Okay. Welcome to the Uncultured podcast. Welcome to the Uncultured Rules podcast. I'm Brother Wound 7.
It's your man, H.M. Herschenbauer. What up, what up?
And it's your man, G Fly. What up, though, my babies?
And welcome to episode 75. All right. Okay. We had a little too much fun beforehand. Just trying to get it all out the system.
Yeah.
Let's try not to trigger the algo.
Yeah,
You know,
let's try.
We can't make no promises. Can't make no promises, man. All right, man. How y'all feelings doing, man? Y'all all right, man? Y'all ain't
I'm blessed.
Yeah, that's good.
Blessed and favored, you know.
God's favor, huh?
Absolutely.
Got air in my lungs, you know. I'm still here.
That's right. That'll do it.
You know.
That'll do it.
Some people aren't here today. I'm here, so
Yeah.
nothing to complain about.
Got plenty to complain about. Just ain't gonna do it.
Ain't gonna make no sense.
Ain't gonna make no difference.
I second that notion.
Yeah. All right. Well, any household items before we get started?
Also,
Saying, I don't know.
Household items like lemon pledge.
You know what? It's cool. We just gonna go ahead and just dive on in. You know what I mean? All right, man. So we gonna talk about some little bit of things that happened this week. Everybody's favorite friend Andrew Tate was released this week, and got a little bit of a clip to just fill people in who maybe not necessarily be aware of what he was charged with or why he went there in the first place, why he got arrested. So I guess you just play that first clip.
Controversial influencer Andrew Tate is released from custody in Romania months after his human trafficking arrest. As Law and Crime Network reported, Tate was arrested back in December, along with his brother Tristan and two others, on counts of organized crime, human trafficking, and rape. Romanian officials say they coerced 6 women into believing that they intended to enter into a marriage/cohabitation relationship. Authorities say the 6 victims were physically assaulted and mentally coerced. Months before his arrest, Tate took to social media saying allegations of sex trafficking were false.
It's not true. And I was swatted just like anyone else was. And if I had actually hurt anybody, the Romanian police would have me in jail.
Known for his misogynistic social media posts, Andrew Tate boasts millions of followers on Twitter where he frequently discusses the Matrix. His account has remained active in the months since his arrest. He's also been outspoken to the media, claiming he was arrested on false accusations.
They know we've done nothing wrong. The case
Andrew,
file is completely
is the
empty.
Matrix affecting you?
Of course.
happened in prison?
The case file is completely empty. Of course it's unjust. There's no justice in Romania, unfortunately.
Did you hurt any girl?
Of course not.
Multiple videos show Tate and his brother maintaining their innocence.
You're getting closer to the truth. Keep looking into this. Ask the politicians, ask the judges. You're getting closer to the truth. The story you should be covering is what evidence is there against Christian Tate? There is none. That should be the story on the news. The police have fabricated the evidence. There's no evidence. Please cover that story. There's no victim.
Upon his release, Tate has been ordered to stay in the building where he lives unless he receives judicial permission to leave. So far, no charges have been brought against the Tate brothers or their 2 Romanian associates. This is a developing story that Law and Crime Network will continue to follow, bringing you the latest Andrew Tate developments as they come in. Reporting for Law and Crime Network, I'm Sierra Gillespie.
Okay.
Where is this from?
Law Crime Network.
Shout out to them. I just want to make sure they get their credit.
Yeah, absolutely. So what you think he What you think he's guilty of all that stuff they're accusing him of?
I don't have a lot of background on him. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really say.
Use a slippery mother.
No, I'm saying I haven't done a lot of research on him, so I can't I don't really have a
hit or miss two all over again.
Judge. I can't really judge his character because I don't know too much about him. So I have to pass this off to y'all.
All right.
Well, I'm leaning toward I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not sure. You know what I mean? I don't know all of what's really going on with him like that. I know about his presence on the internet.
Yeah.
Some things I agree with what he's saying, some things I don't.
Yeah.
But I find it crazy that he said this months prior to him getting arrested that this was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Like he laid it out. He was like, "Look, first of all, they're gonna ban me from everything.
Yeah.
And if they can't do that, they're gonna try to make some false accusation about me and try to pin it on me and make me go to jail. And then after that, if they don't shut me up, then they probably gonna end up having me unalived."
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah, he was talking about that. And
So he should be worried if all of them. He checking all the boxes that he said. Except
sure.
the last one.
I'm sure he is.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think from what I've seen, from what I'm seeing from him being on the internet, he's more promoting men to live a little bit more freely.
Mm-hmm.
And so he like, man, if this is what it is, I'm taking. This is what I'm gonna live free. If it comes to that, whatever.
If it come with that, it is what it is.
Well, a lot of people, don't like Andrew Tate because he challenges women. He challenges their feminism. He challenged their mantras. He pokes holes in a lot of things that they're doing. He's basically.
I don't think he challenged feminism.
Well,
I think he
debates a lot of feminists.
He does, but it's not a. I think what he thinking is that feminism is more masculinity from the female.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I believe the way they acting, he doesn't believe that that's feminine. That's feminine.
That's not feminine.
So he's attacking the lack of femininity.
Right.
I mean, but the way they go about it, they defend it and try to make it seem like. I know just from the few things that I seen, he was poking a lot of holes in what they were talking about. I mean, don't get me wrong; they're not being represented by the smartest bunch of feminists. So
he's saying feminism is pretty much just women acting masculine, is what you're saying.
I think that might be what he believes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. So, what do you think, Terry's Corner?
What do I think about what?
Do you think feminism is just another form of masculinity, just a feminized version of it?
I think it started from a good place, but I think it's starting to take that turn. Yeah,
like everything else.
Yeah, I mean, women. It definitely been inequality in this country and other countries for women, so it was needed. You know what I'm saying? But I think now it's starting to take another tone. And, you know what I'm saying? I think it's starting to take that tone of them being, I can do everything you can do, and you know what I'm saying? I think it's starting to go there.
I think they're trying to find a middle ground.
Yeah.
Like in some ways it's someone is making it to where some women realize I'm not the same for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because with that, some of that so-called equality, it comes with throwing out some of these roles.
Yeah.
That
was serving them
they used to serve them, and now it's like it's got to the point where some women they want both. Like I gotta have both. It's like, well, that's not exactly what you asking for.
Yeah, that's not equality. That's
Well, as
like I want everything.
as we were talking about earlier, Brother Cadario kind of pointed that out on the on that other episode of so I mean, so I didn't give my opinion on my show. So, you know,
You about to do it?
Yeah,
right now?
get it out now.
You know, I was trying to be respectful to the ladies.
Turn me up just a little bit harsh.
But, you know, I actually agree with what Cadario was saying. I was like,
Check. Yep.
y'all only do things like when it's beneficial for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I genuinely feel that way. Like, you want to get the best of both. And if it's, again, oh God, I hate saying it. It sounds like a broken freaking record. Nothing is absolute, and that doesn't mean all of you fit this description. But a lot of you do. So, and I'm talking to talking to the ones that do. Okay? So if it don't apply, let it fly. I have to sound like that because it's like
He trying to get out his Dr. Huxtable. If they don't apply, let it fly.
I'm trying not to trigger the algo. That's why, you know what I'm saying? It's
Shallow pudding pop.
We don't want to bring him in
No,
this
that's what I'm
argument.
saying.
We don't want to bring him into this.
we really ain't gonna get no ain't gonna get no play.
Don't agree or disagree.
You talking about him? Oh yeah. You thought you weren't getting played before. You ain't getting nothing
You
now.
losing all your ground.
Got her in jail and I don't have anything to say about this.
You started to grow your subs. We're gonna take them from you. No, but getting back to the topic at hand, like, look, man, I truly believe that, honestly. I see so many. One thing I do see, though, honestly, I see a lot of women waking up to it. A lot of women are starting to see through their own BS. They're starting to see through it. Now, those women are being labeled as pick-me's, but truthfully, they're having their awakening. They're seeing the enlightenment. Okay, they understand, hey, we pushed this thing as far as it could go in terms of these things needed to be fixed. Like, yeah, there are women that get paid less than men, which is BS. This garbage. If we doing the same job, why should she make less? Just because she don't have a set of balls? That's bull. That's garbage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think we needed a history is the roadmap to where we get to now. I'm saying that let's look at who had the power for all that. See, black men, and I'm talking we talking strictly about sisters at this point, right?
Right.
Black men, we ain't had no power since we stepped over here.
Right.
So who was running that? Who was having to say so?
Mm-hmm.
This feminist movement, I think I said it before. That was the white woman wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she was like, yo, why I can't do what you do, or why, she was going back and forth with her dude.
Yeah.
And they quickly understood that if we're gonna have a force, we need numbers.
Yeah.
And so they want to. This is where we're gonna put the racism aside.
We already don't like you.
People.
Okay, you. Okay.
But we need you. And so here we go.
Right.
But then I think feminism could be on different spectrums. Like it can be the ones where it's just straight up toxic.
Yeah.
And it's bash every dude. And then there's ones where, we proud of being this.
Right.
We proud of this energy that we possess. And everybody just really, it seemed like everybody's just it's up in the air right now. Everybody confused.
Yeah, I say they confused because it's like, what do you say about those people who, I see these women and men, because I be seeing men say this stuff too now. Like, you have to be able to, oh God, I feel stupid saying it because it just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't register. You have to allow a woman to live in her femininity. How am I supposed to do that? She should already be in her femininity. Yeah. I should have nothing to do with that.
Well,
because she ain't got no effect on my masculinity at all.
Yeah. What does he mean by that?
That's exactly, why I said I was confused. That's why I'm like,
should be something that
what the hell are you talking about?
Own.
That's femininity. That's you.
I would agree with that in terms of black men not having black women in positions to where they got to take on masculine traits.
But what they're saying is, I agree with that.
And that's why I said when they said, "What do you mean?" Because if you mean that, then I agree with you. But if it's like, what if it ain't that, then what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Look, man,
lost for words.
Listen, because like I say, I get it, but I'm trying to get to the brunt of if a woman, what would
I still don't understand why.
What would cause a woman to have to be masculine?
That's what I was about to say.
Because it's like paying your own bills does not make you masculine.
That don't mean masculine if you got to work hard.
Well, no, not that. No, not that. Well, they have been put in positions to where they got to take the whole load.
Yeah, but that's still not like masculinity. That's
right.
Well, it does. It does when in prior times they didn't, and we did it. Mm-hmm. Which is why we had to roll.
When niggas used to get home cooked meals and get a fucking I'll go.
Yeah,
I can't. God, man, I'm restricted on my show. I'm restricted by this algo.
But because the things that didn't happen, and things that happen more so in our society with black people.
Yeah,
it done segregated us. You know, we done end up going to jail and getting killed. And they by themselves. You know what I mean? Some of these women
Granted.
by themselves.
Yeah.
So
Granted.
that brings that up.
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of women who still found a way to, you know what I mean, keep the femininity. But when they have to be by themselves in certain situations where you got to take care of damn near everything, when it's supposed to be two people supposed to do it,
that's my argument, because it seems like,
or they've been taught that
if you forced to take care of yourself, you're saying that is universally masculine because you have to take care of yourself you have to do. So that's just a universal masculine thing.
I think about like women in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Like my auntie, she raised her kids, she raised her sister's kids, she raised me. You know, me and my brothers. She ain't had no man around for a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? She worked hard. She was a hairstylist. I didn't never see her as like masculine just because she did that.
That's what I'm trying to
understand.
understand.
When she got a husband, he took the lead, So I just don't understand how that makes you masculine.
That's
it might
like if I had to stay home and cook for the kids and all
that don't make me feminine.
I'm not gonna be more feminine because I got to do that. I just don't understand that part.
Yeah,
I think the part that's being left out is also is the mentality and about how that mentality is made as far as what they've been taught.
So like the roles.
Beforehand. Yeah. Like
so okay.
Like some of the women who say I can't stand men is because at some point either mama or grandma was in position to where she had to be. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where it started. Like when they took us away.
Yeah.
And they had to fend for herself or whatever happened, where she's frustrated and angry, and it's like, that frustration and anger turns into that by way of the grandchild, which ended up being her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it doesn't happen. Now, it depends. Like, I got to tell you, how you talk around your kids affect them a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you a woman who has a kid and the father not in the picture, it changes a lot when you don't speak on them in a negative way, even if he ain't around. If you the type of, like, the best way I will say to go about it is you see what your father is on your own.
Except, man. That's what.
Or don't bring them up at all.
That's it. Yeah. That's it.
You know what I mean?
You ain't got to talk bad about it.
I know this as being a man and it was a young boy. When you talk bad about the other parent, more so if you the woman, not more so. I'm saying from my perspective. When you a woman and you talk bad to your son about his father, it create resentment. That resentment will create even more anger, and then it creates abandonment. You feel abandoned because you wouldn't be in this position if your daddy wasn't here. You know what I mean? And I imagine it would do the same to a young girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To where it's like, man, F these dudes, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where they start becoming.
I think maybe the terminology is just wrong. Maybe it's just like,
that's what I'm saying.
They harden or something like that.
That's a better term for it.
You know,
they're not masculine per se. You don't have to take on the traits of being. I guess what it is they're trying to emulate. They're trying to copy. If a woman is forced to, and this is all speculation, because again, I'm a man and I'm a married man, so my wife hasn't been on her own. You know what I'm saying? I've been there for all 3 births and all since day one. So she don't know what that's like. But I'm assuming that women get this mindset, they come into this mindset, get this idea in their mind. Oh, well, I'm on my own. I have to take care of this kid on my own. So I have to take on masculine traits. When in all reality, all you have to freaking do is adapt. All you have to do is adapt to your situation. You don't necessarily have to take on certain traits.
But that's their way of adapting. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be clear. This is a man's world. This is a man's world.
Granted, but that's the reason why I'm saying this is because it basically goes back to saying, okay, so the only example that I know is to be masculine to do it on my own. There's no other way to do it.
No, listen to what you're saying. When you saying, yo, all you got to do is adapt. Adapting to you is different, going to be different for somebody else. What you mean is adapting. You looking at it in this. When you saying that, as you saying it, you seeing what that means to you. Right. Now, adapting to them might mean I might have to take these type of traits on. And it's due to the type of world we live in where men basically got the power and run it. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm trying to understand is, why does that have to be defined as masculine traits? If just because as a man is doing things on his own and being independent, why does that have to be defined as masculine? Because you have women who run countries that are leaders. Does that make them masculine?
No, it depends on how they run it. But look, men been running shit. Mm-hmm. When you take a leadership role, you tend to look at who's running it. You might want to emulate who you see running it. You know what I mean? I'm just giving.
No, I got you.
A different perspective on how somebody could look at it, because it's for you. Like
I guess I'm reading too deep into it, because I'm just.
It's easy for just or adapt. As a man, we already masculine, so our way of adapting is, it may just handle it.
Right,
but everybody's not going to adapt the same way. This is why we got the issues right now. Like a lot of people don't adapt the same way.
I'm just trying to understand, why is it just a universal thing? If you were forced to adapt to a situation, why can't a woman adapt to it a certain way and be able to handle it a certain way, and a man be able to adapt to things? I'm talking about the same situation. If you just got to do it on your own, let's take everything out of it. Let's say everybody's in the wild. There's no civilization, and you got to hunt and you got to kill. Is that masculine? Because you got to feed. That's surviving.
True, but
that don't make it masculine though. Because if you want to eat, you're gonna eat.
Before it got gray, before we had this gray area, we had two areas. You either do this or you do that.
Sink or swim, basically. Yeah.
No, not sink or swim. If you a man, woman, you hunting.
Oh well, okay.
Female.
Okay. Well, see, I was trying to avoid that because you know. No, I agree. I agree with you.
It's the truth.
No, I agree with that. But I was just trying. I'm trying to.
Did we not have? I mean, why we got to tiptoe around it? Because
I know.
Ain't that what was going on?
Look. We all agree. It sounds like me and him are arguing. We're really not.
No, y'all know I argue.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about what the facts was, and this is not me saying it.
Yeah.
Abroad, we almost all agree that's what it was.
Yeah, that was what it was.
So.
Oh man.
So I'm gonna ask this question.
Yeah.
When women do things out of that norm that we came from, what kind of energy you feel like that emulates or emits from her when she taking on this role that's not the role from what we all say, well, y'all do this and we do that. What kind of energy emits from her?
Me personally?
Yeah.
You know, because everybody's perception of things is different.
Absolutely.
Well, unfortunately, because I grew up watching traditionalism. I grew up watching my grandmother. To a degree, she was in serious relationships with, well, I still call him my grandfather, not biological grandfather, but he was consistent. My actual grandfather, and he died. So it's not like they got a divorce or anything. He just died. You know what I'm saying? So she was doing the traditional thing, and she's old school. So I grew up watching my grandmother be a traditional woman while at the same time having to adapt to her situation. This is why I'm coming from my perspective, because of what I saw. She adapted because her husband died, and so she had to carry the load. But at the same time, as her being, you know, obviously I'm speaking from a grandson's perspective. I've never dated my grandmother, so I don't know what that's about. You know what I'm saying? But from my perspective, I saw her taking care of business, going to work. She was working 2 jobs at one point. You know what I'm saying? She had to do what she had to do.
Yeah.
She adapted to her situation.
Yeah.
But she still had men in her life. You know what I'm saying? She when she had a man in her life, she didn't have to work 2 jobs. Obviously.
Right.
But, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, whether they broke up, whatever, she just went back to doing what she surviving. That's, in my mind, it's really just surviving and adapting. It's just like,
I guess I'm trying to understand what are the masculine traits.
That's what I'm trying to get at, because my grandma's not masculine.
Is working hard,
you know,
the masculine trait. Like, I don't.
That's what I'm missing.
What the masculine trait is.
That's what I'm missing.
No, I don't think working hard.
I mean, harder than normal.
Right.
Harder than.
But no, I get what Fly's saying, because he's like, from those traditional roles that we had, the men, when we could do that, when the economy allowed one person to work, the man would go to work, provide, the woman would take care of the home, and all of that.
Those dynamics start to change a little bit due to that gray area starting to show and expand. Yeah. See what you saying about your grandmother? Your grandmother, of course, she's doing what she had to do. Her husband or her person passed. Yeah. It's not, see, that's different. That's not like he left.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I got resentment now because he left.
Yeah.
Or he cheated. Or he stepped out. Or whatever. Yeah. Or he had a baby like around the corner. Like,
yeah.
It wasn't like that. He ended up passing away. And she had to do what she had to do, which is, you know, I'm just going to grind it. and then she ended up finding somebody else, correct?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As time goes on, this individualism thing start to pop up. That's where that gray area come in. You can even, some people might even say that individualism might even come from when it started, the feminism start coming in. That's when the kind of individualism start happening for the woman. Not to say it's good, not to say it's bad.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it comes with things that's going to change the dynamic. And where we at now is where a lot of people confused about the dynamic. Because now, you know, women is like, they in the middle of leaving this old thing and have remnants of this old thing and adopting this new thing where I'm bound, I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I can anything I want to do individually, I could do that. But I kind of want this still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They want both. They want to be able to straddle the traditionalism when it works in their favor, when the man does X, Y, and Z, but they still want to say, hey, I'm independent, I can do my own thing, and I don't have to necessarily listen to you.
But sometimes it's not because when it's beneficial, it's because the type of times we living in where it's kind of shaky.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if I'm ever going to find a dude, the right dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of nuances in it.
No, it is. Because the subject, what we're talking about, well, I brought up the gender roles thing. And what Kadario was responding to is he just brought up a good point as far as saying, okay, what about pumping gas? What about with your man and you want him to pump your gas, right? You don't want to be pumping gas with him in the car. And it's like, well, yeah, the man should be pumping the gas. Again, a gender role. That's a role kind of catered to a specific gender. Like, not saying women don't pump their gas. If I see a woman pumping her gas and a nigga in the front seat, stop it.
She's absolutely, if she has no choice but to pump her gas, what's she gonna do? Pull up and just sit there?
Right.
Like, we ain't got that far to where it automatically does it by itself yet. Yeah. But yeah, it's just like your grandmother. Like, your grandmother had somebody to pump gas until he passed. Now she pumps her gas.
Exactly.
And they rather not, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, and it's all because the roots of where we come from, where they didn't have to, because they had a role and we had ours. And now it's becoming, when you say any type of roles, it's offense.
Yeah.
Offensive.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I think we got to get past that.
It's like, no, man, it's not meant to be
it's
offensive.
A role.
It's just the roles we play to survive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The man, the person, the human being. Let's take men and women out the equation. Let's take that out the equation.
Labels.
Let's take that out the gender out the equation. The human being with the most strength is the one who's doing the hard shit.
Protecting and yeah.
I think, but what Cordelio's point was, like, the men have that role, but they also saying, hey, the traditional women roles, y'all can do those too. So it's like, you know.
That's why I just kept my mouth shut. Because I'm like I say, I agree with him. It's like, y'all want to pick and choose. You want to have your cake and eat it too. Where it's like, okay, you saying that we need to share your role. Like, you don't want to completely do your role. We need to share your role. But I still have to do my role.
Because I have the physical strength.
Right. I still have to do mine. We can't share my role, but I got to share yours.
Yeah, that's it.
That's where it sounds like some fucker.
I do my role and then half of your role.
I can't do this. I can't do this algo, man. I can't do it, man. I can't do it, bro. I can't do this algo thing,
Where the
man.
jar at?
We ain't got the jar.
We ain't got the jar yet. Because I'm telling you, if I see the jar sitting in front of me and put a label on it, cash, it's like, I'm going to have to bite my tongue.
So I got to bring cash every time I come to the show.
Right, I'm going to have to bring cash every time.
I ain't got nothing but plastic on.
Right, me neither. What y'all don't understand, look, this is behind the scene conversation. Look, we having a hard time getting views on this thing, and like, it's like the algo is like, it's behind the scenes stuff. Look, The algo is we saying certain things and they not really pushing us to the front when we need to be because we are a little too explicit.
Pretty sure we just trying not to cuss.
We trying, and it's hard because it's organic. This is organic conversation. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna happen. So we probably already lost this episode. So you might as well just have at it. But no, like you saying, they want you to participate in their role because they say it shouldn't be no gender roles. Okay, well, I think
what is their role? What is their role exactly? They trying to get you to do. What's one of them?
I'm gonna pass this off to Brother Hurst. Ain't that what you did last?
I see what you did there. I see what you did there.
I seen that look you gave me like, okay, we waiting on you, nigga.
As you see on this show, we do each other dirty, nigga. Dirty.
Hey, he started it. He did it with you last week. He started it. So
absolutely.
I had to get him back for you.
You dirty mother. No, the traditional roles, the cooking, the cleaning, the stuff that they did traditionally, right? So now, and I do that in my house all the time. I cook all the time. I clean all the time. But it's also jobs that my significant other never do.
Okay.
So it don't seem like it's balancing out.
Right.
Like I'm doing these jobs and I'm doing the jobs that you won't do or can't. Well, you can, but
I understand.
I'm more physically apt to shovel snow and do the fixing stuff and
to be honest,
fixing sinks and
to be honest, as men, we wouldn't feel right if we saw a woman out there shoveling snow.
Exactly.
It's one of those things where it's like, come on, bro, you know this. You know you're supposed to be doing that.
Yeah.
Well, you got your woman out there doing that.
Right.
And it's like a man code. It's a bro law, like,
right,
bro.
right.
Because you're not even thinking about what another man might say or might think. You just know in yourself, I know I'm supposed to be doing this.
But there go that masculine energy that we talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
touche.
The other side of the coin, when you see somebody come home after a long day, do you have that consideration to say, I'm gonna make sure, cook
Well, I do.
Of course.
I do that with
I'm
my
talking
wife.
about from a women's perspective.
Hell no. I'm gonna get myself in trouble on this damn show.
We
You know what?
our show.
Screw this. Hell no, they don't. Hell no, they don't. Y'all don't do that shit. Stop it. No, I can't bite my tongue on two shows. No. Y'all ain't considered as fuck, man. And this is not an indictment on my wife per se. No, this is for women in general. I'm generalizing the shit out of y'all right now. I don't care.
I don't know. Some
Yes.
I think
Because this don't have shit to do with my wife.
I think what some women will do to balance that out, like when you come home and you you tired. That's why some of them, let me do this for you.
Yeah.
Do that for you.
Yeah, some small percentage.
But it goes back to what I was just saying, that long spiel I just gave. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I'm just
A lot of, they don't. Some of these women had been in situations where the dude just don't deserve that. Hold on.
That's about to go.
Not only they deserve, now they with the next dude. And she's taking the bare minimum.
yeah.
He doesn't do. He at least do this. And
Yeah.
and I'm gonna have to fly with this. I know it's not good. This is her saying this in her mind. Like, I know this is not exactly what it needs to be.
You saying they settle?
Exactly. She dealing with the dude, and he not. All she really waiting is for him to slip up so she can, this the last straw.
Yeah.
That boundary we talk about.
Yeah. I mean, I think we, not to take it off, because I don't want to detour it, but no, I ain't talking about that. I know we started with Andrew Tate and we started going on our own thing about it.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I could see an argument where it's both sides settle. I can understand that. I can actually agree with that because I see, men settle. Men settle. Like, they might not think so. Oh, you guys, you just go out there and screw everything that moves. No, if we really love you, we'll settle to some degree because we have to. Because what I mean by settle, look, because it means you're not going to get everything you're not going to get everything you want out of your spouse. Is that not a form of settling?
Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. I don't know if settling.
I know settling sounds strong.
Yeah.
It's a strong
I know what you're saying.
word. But it's still a form of settling. It's still a form of settling.
Women will really hold to that.
I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say. I say compromise. Man, you might compromise.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with settling. Niggas settle because she ain't a good cook. She ain't trying to learn how to cook. You ain't trying to get better. Do you even feel like it?
Well, I don't know. When you're in a relationship, that's why I say compromise because you're going to get to a point to where I could take. He's going to take some things off my back, and sometimes I'm going to have to take some off his. So yeah, she might not be a cook, but if she's gonna, for the greater of the relationship, let me learn how to do something.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Compromise only works. Compromise basically implies that, hey, I'm getting something in return for the compromise. A lot of people ain't even getting compromised. A lot of people are just settling because it's like, you don't do this. Well, what else can you do? Well, what can I get out of it? Because I've always said this. Everything is transactional. Don't nobody be with nobody that can't do nothing for them, period. Hands down, point blank, period. I know it sounds black and white, but it's true.
What's the other word? That's
you ain't gonna be with nobody that ain't gonna do nothing for you.
Not compromise, but what's the other word? Reciprocation.
Yeah.
A little different. You know what I mean? Reciprocation is, I
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But
now compromise is, okay, you can't do that. Okay, I can rock with you not doing that as long as you do this. That's compromise.
So what is settling?
It's a little of both.
Settling is I'm not getting you. It ain't no exchange. Yeah. And I'm taking it. I'm just taking it.
Well, that's what I mean. I see a lot of that. A lot of dudes do that.
I want this, you not this. But I'm gonna take you anyway.
Well, a lot of dudes settle.
Yeah, I think
dudes settle more than women do.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
People settle.
Yeah, I think women hold more today. Ideal person.
They'll be alone with cats.
They'll be
and tuna. They'll be alone fine, watching soap operas and talking shit on social media, fine all by themselves, miserable as fuck.
I think it's because they a little more emotional, and they more tied to that ideal, person. We a little bit more logical, like
a little. Why you being nice about this shit?
We a lot more logical.
We a lot more logical. Like, I ain't gonna beat around the bush. Right. Look, I have to do that on my own, so I'm not doing that shit here.
But you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna wait till we 60 to find a unicorn.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We
That's true.
Take who?
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Or maybe,
hey, no, you spot on with that.
Or maybe they not looking for the unicorn.
Some people are just,
This is the thing that's not being talked about a lot of the manly men, especially manly men in today's times. The one that women really be wanting, these guys they so focused on whatever it is they got to do.
Yeah,
business oriented. Yeah.
They focus on not even just they purpose oriented.
Yeah,
where they worrying about their purpose and hey man, if it's meant, I'm gonna run into whatever is meant.
Yeah.
I know it just sounds like I'm bashing women, but it's like, not really. Y'all just need to hear the truth. Like, y'all do that shit to us. Y'all make us sit there and y'all sit there and complain about men. And I hear it all the time. Y'all sit there going your little tirades, have your little shows, do your little things about how men ain't shit and this, that, and the third. And this nigga, this, you average and this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, I'll be all of that. But I'm going to tell you about yourself too. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come on here and we have something to do with that, I'm going to tell you about yourself. You trying to sugarcoat her, so somewhat. No, they ain't logical at all. They're emotional as fuck.
The type of women you talking about is a certain type.
They tell me I'm emotional because of how I'm talking.
And if it wasn't for this podcast, I wouldn't be speaking on them. Because I'm not worried about them. Those ain't the ones.
Oh, no, I agree. I agree.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm more so focused on.
Yeah.
I will focus on the type that if I, I have somebody, so I'm focused on who I have. If I didn't, I'd be focused more so on what I'm trying to do. Mm-hmm. And if I'm focused on something else outside of my purpose, then it's the type of person that I will feel like will fit and that will work for me.
Yeah.
That's it. Like all these other people with in my opinion, skewed opinions, and it don't really make sense. I don't focus on the people.
I guess from my position and my standpoint, why I talk the way I talk and come as hard as the way I do is because, like, I've been with my wife almost 17 years. I've been through the trials and tribulations and ups and downs, and I done been around the block a million times. So I done been in so many situations to where I know this woman like the back of my hand, and she knows me like the back of her hand. So, but the things me and her both see on social media, like we talk to each other and just be like, you see this ignorant ass shit? And it's just like, and me and her just be so like astonished because, again, we've been with each other since we were teenagers, and we don't operate nothing like these new age folk do. And so that's why it's just like, it's just so weird. It's like a different language, different, it's like, well, what the, and it's just mind boggling. So that's why I come as hard as I do. Cause I'm like, no, it's a lot of fuckery going on. Y'all got all these impossible, unbelievable standards. And when a man asks that simple question, they get offended. What do you bring to the table? Yeah, bitch, what do you bring to the table?
They are the table.
No. You're going to get laid down on that table. Maybe I shouldn't have said the word. Maybe I went a little too far with that. I ain't mean to say that. But still, Look, they're going to crucify me anyway. So I don't even care. They're going to come for me anyway. So
check this out. What table? We need to get rid of
I'm
the
trying
damn
to get
table.
you to the bed, not the table.
It just don't, you know what I mean?
I know.
We need to get rid of the damn table.
We talk about this table for the last 5 years.
A hell of a table.
Sturdy.
What is this, red oak?
All right, we gonna move on. So Andrew Tate's out, and let's just hope he go back to making his videos because I'm very interested in his content, and I can't wait to hear what he have to say. Government, CIA, don't kill him. So anyhow, we're gonna move on. Speaking of the government, we're gonna move on to your favorite president who's got indicted this week. Good old. I ain't gonna do that.
Good old Donald J. Trump.
That's Teflon Don. He gonna be the next president.
Man. I don't
He
know.
gonna be the next president.
So
Teflon Donnie.
So we got a little clip for that, and we're just gonna run that right quick.
I want to bring in our chief Washington correspondent, CBS's Major Garrett. So, President Trump has survived 2 impeachments, other charges against him. What happens now?
Teflon.
He's a candidate for president of the United States.
So in theory, the former president has been trying this case in the public sphere for about the last 9 days. And national polls indicate he has prospered as a result of that. Many Republicans have already rallied to his defense on Capitol Hill just hours after this indictment, having never seen the indictment. We still don't know what the underlying charges are and how they line up with New York law. So having not seen that, there's a rallying effect around the former president. But to your point, opening this broadcast, Nora, New York police are beefing up. If this becomes a traumatic event for the country, that in no way benefits former President Trump because that deepens a sense of national trauma about his underlying conduct. And though Republicans will rally around it, this has a long way to go on the facts, the law, and the politics. And the former president's conduct, and he's already talked about protests, implications of violence, all of that will be laid at his doorstep. And he could say, well, after January 6th, he really didn't touch me. The second time around very well may be different.
Legal experts have already said this is the weakest of some of the cases against Donald Trump. He's facing those 3 other probes from actions that he took while in office. You hear Republicans today saying this was a misstep by that Manhattan district attorney.
There have been that sense that this is not the case to bring. Is this really the set of facts? And is this the underlying law that is so clear-cut, that is so imperative that we must indict a former president? As Robert well knows, and as I've learned the last week and a half, those in the Trump inner circle much more concerned about the actions of the special counsel here in Washington, D.C., and the series of setbacks dealt to Trump and his attorneys in both the questions about his handling or mishandling of classified documents and his actions leading up to and on January 6th. Those cases are also moving forward, and the series of losses by the Trump legal team there concern them much more deeply than what has just happened today in Manhattan.
So good to always have your reporting and analysis, Major Garrett. Robert Costa, thank you so much.
What news source was that?
I think it was CBS, I believe. I forget which one, but
Shout out to CBS, I guess.
I think it's CBS. Yeah. Okay. But anyhow, of course, a Republican going, "Oh, this is a misstep." Of course, you're going to say that. It's your guy. Of course, you're going to feel that way. But right now, as we're recording this, this is the weekend, obviously. So he's due to turn himself in Tuesday at 2:15.
Yeah.
So all of this is going to be said before he turns himself in and before the all the counts he's being charged with are revealed. And everybody think it's over Stormy Daniels. They think it's over, he paid a sex porn star. I ain't gonna call her a sex worker, but a porn star. Oh, it's all over that. No, you don't get that out of 30 counts. It's some other stuff in there. And you know how prosecutors are. They charge you up the ass and throw anything against the wall and get something to stick. Mm-hmm. So
that's the feds' MO.
That's what they do. So, what you guys think about your guy?
I would say, because he's beat so much before. Mm-hmm. I would say the only difference is he's not the president this time,
right? So
that may have some that may weaken his Teflon, but I don't. I believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
kind of
understand. I understand. I get it.
He might not be president anymore, but he still got money.
Yeah,
the type of money he get the best lawyers.
He still got power too. He still got influence over the whole Republican Party.
I think that it's funny we brought that up because I think that's something he done gained from his presidency.
Yeah,
a way bigger following.
Yeah.
Like, they can use public opinion as a weapon. Mm-hmm. Well, this kind of weakens that weapon. His presidency kind of weakened that weapon because now you try to use public opinion, it's like he's polarizing.
Yeah,
a lot of people
50-50.
that don't like him.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. So in that case, it's hard to use that.
Right.
And then like I said, he ain't going there not having money.
Yeah,
he had crazy money before he went in. Yeah. Now, he still has it. So it's like he can get the best lawyers money can buy.
If he pay him.
He's gonna pay. He ain't gonna play around with this.
Nah, that's one thing. That's why I always be like, shit, man, I wish I had a lawyer. I believe that regular people should be able to have lawyers like they have doctors. Mm-hmm. Like that lawyer, you're gonna need that in certain situations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you're gonna have to go through that court of law, and that court ordered one is not gonna do it for you.
That's not gonna be it.
No.
We just gotta see what's gonna happen with this.
Yeah, I gotta see the chart. What the charge is?
It's a lot of. It's 30 counts is a lot. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so a little bit. Okay, let's do the speculation game. So a lot of them are saying that this is going to help him in terms because he's still running. Because this is what my wife asked me. He's like, so he's indicted and he still can run for president? Yes, because there's no law.
Even if he's charged.
He can still run. Because unfortunately, when the system was set up, they only had white men in mind, and benefit of the doubt, even when they're guilty. And I'm not saying Trump is guilty, but if this is the case, I mean, it's on record that he's paid. His lawyer went to jail, Michael Cohen. So it's like, this happened, okay? Yeah. This happened. Your former lawyer went to jail. He was your fixer. He was your guy. He knows all the dirt on your ass, and he went to jail. Right.
And that was the one who spilled the beans on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because they had him go into the grand jury. He testified like 12 times.
That's his slip up.
Who?
That was Trump's slip up.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah. You got to take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, your lawyer.
That's where you messed up, man.
Yeah.
You got a better lawyer.
Yeah. No, not better lawyer. You should took better care of your lawyer.
Yeah.
Because these...
If I know you got dirt on me,
Well, see, a regular lawyer, it's a confidentiality clause there. And
attorney-client privilege,
exactly.
Yeah,
and you had to put him in a real bad position to
go and
to say,
spill the beans.
I mean, he went to jail.
I mean, before him, I mean, not just jail, but it's I mean, that's a bad position to put the dude in, like where you got him to where he like, you know what, I'm gonna have to tell. Everything, and he got everything. He got everything. That's why some lawyers, when you get them, like, I did it. Don't tell me nothing.
Don't tell me you did it.
Don't tell me nothing.
Because, bro, I will let your ass hang out to dry.
Because if they in a compromising position,
you got to go. It's either me or you, bro.
If they in a compromising position, this is human nature.
Human nature.
It's human nature. I'm in a
self-preservation.
I'm in a compromising position, and I got to get out of this shit. And they gonna these guys is not street guys. Let's understand that. So all this snitching and stuff that y'all talking about, that don't exist here.
Yeah, that's a different level. Yeah, they on a different level. Way beyond what y'all talking about.
No. How wacky Donnie could be. He probably gonna look at it. Oh, he's a stool pigeon.
He's a rat. You're a rat.
Yeah.
Don't believe him. He's a stool pigeon.
Yeah, because Don's a gangster.
Yeah, he got gangster ways. He got some gangster ways, but I don't know, man. We just gonna have to see. He should took care of that though. that was a slip up right there.
I think this is a distraction.
That's very possible.
I think it's all a big distraction. I think, and this is going to tie into the next subject. I think it's a big distraction because of that video you sent me the other day. You sent that before this happened.
Yeah,
right.
And what we're talking about is BRICS. And we ain't talking about drugs.
That's just not Gucci.
Not Gucci, man. All white bricks. White tan bricks.
Well, we're talking about BRICS. And BRICS is an acronym. So I'm going to read this right quick because I got this. So BRICS is an acronym for an association of 5 major emerging national economies: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. These countries are considered to be at a similar stage of newly advanced economic development and are collectively known as the BRICS countries. The term was coined by an economist from Goldman Sachs in 2001 who predicted that these 5 countries would become more dominant economic powers by 2050. Since then, the BRICS countries have held annual summits to discuss economic and political issues.
I'm about to look up after this show. I'm going on Robinhood, looking up emerging,
and have formed.
I've got some emerging market accounts,
and have formed various partnerships and initiatives to improve trade and cooperation among themselves. Nowhere in there was the United States mentioned.
Yep. Of course not.
So basically, I think the Trump thing is a distraction because they are trying to transition away from the dollar. China made some news this week. They're making moves.
They went over to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and they're basically going to be trading oil are they getting off the petrodollar, which is the United States dollar?
They've been stockpiling gold, China and Russia, to tie their currency.
And they're going to tie this new form currency to resources and minerals and things like that can be tied back to something, because we under a fiat currency, which we talked about plenty of times before on this show. And fiat currency ain't backed by shit. It's just useless ass paper. And well, it's backed by the U.S. military, but that's about all it's backed by.
That's not substantial.
And it's not sustainable. Usually fiat currencies die within 40 years. This has kind of been the longest lasting one.
Well, we about to round that corner.
It's been about 48.
It's been more than that.
Been more than 40.
Nixon took us off the gold standard in 71?
Okay.
72?
Yeah.
So it's been longer than 40 years. But again, none of those countries that probably had fiat currencies were superpowers either.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Go to more deeper, who don't know, is as far as the United States is concerned, when you take the money out of gold standard, what this country decided to do is debt. It's really backed by debt. Nothingness. So,
that's way more concerning.
It's a debt-based system.
Yeah.
And if you kind of look at it, it could be like, it could kind of be looked at like a Ponzi scheme. It's basically what your local bank is magnified 1,000 times.
Yeah. Take your money and loan it out.
Because banks themselves don't have money.
Mm-hmm.
They're in business because of your money. Right?
Basically like money managers. To some degree.
They money movers.
Yeah.
They take your money and they move it over here. And then they charge interest. And that's how they make money, off the interest.
Yeah.
Yeah, from your money.
From your shit.
From your money.
Mm-hmm. And then pay you 0 interest.
Hey, here's an idea. Give me your money. I'll take your money. And then I'll loan it out and charge interest so I can make money and pay you nothing off of your money.
Right.
Sounds good?
But it'll be safe.
It's safe.
And that's the whole reason why
that's the selling point right there.
Exactly. That was their whole selling point is, hey, you got gold. Hey man, you can't have that under your can't have that under your mattress.
Gold bricks. You can't have a gold brick. That's illegal.
You can't have that under your mattress.
Then again, it's like, shoot, what you gonna trade? What you gonna do to barter system with a gold brick? You know what a gold brick gonna give me? I want your house and your wife. Right. I want everything.
Try to get a loaf of bread, chip a little piece.
That's that's not even a fair exchange. It's like, I'm not about to give you a gold.
I'm gonna chip a piece off.
Hold on, let me get this cheese grater.
Sprinkle you a little bit.
Sprinkle me, man.
Little gold nuggets and stuff, man. That's, oh my God.
I mean, it was a good idea until they took it off the gold standard. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, they
did. Yeah, they did.
I think the central banking is the issue. Is the issue? Is an issue? It can't be an issue. But I believe when they took it off the gold standard, that's where it just went bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because now markets could be manipulated.
So
it's not tied to that hardcore
right.
thing. That's for sure.
So if the BRIC countries have their way,
yep.
What happens? Inflation through the roof like Venezuela?
So currently the American dollar is still the world's reserve currency. And so what they're trying to do is they're trying to get away from that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to make the from what it was looking like, China's yuan.
Yeah.
They're trying to make that the it's either the yuan or they're trying to come up with a brand new currency to make the reserve currency. Also, they're not operating with the IMF or the world. What's the World Bank? Is it just called the World Bank?
Yeah.
So they're trying not to operate with the International Monetary Fund, that's the IMF, and the World Bank, because those are obviously U.S., European backed and
right,
more
Western. Yeah.
Exactly, it's Western based banking, and so it's going to favor them more, like it has been.
Of course.
And so they're trying to create their own system. You know what? If you want to get conspiratorial, like I was telling my coworker the other day, you want to talk about some New World Order shit. Mm-hmm. This is what this looks like.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. And what people really don't know, who don't know their history, what they don't understand is like before World War II and after World War II, that was a New World Order. That's when America really took over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's when we became the superpower. Yeah. That's when the currency became the reserve currency of the world. Like that was a New World Order then.
Mm-hmm.
So we was already in the
We was already in the New World Order.
Yeah.
What we're reaching, what they're trying to do now is
redo the
newer world order.
New world order.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I learned that, I was just thinking, wow, if we were born in that time, let's say we were born in the 20s or something, because you think about the Great Depression. Mm-hmm. That's what led to the New World Order. Think about it. Yeah. When the banks and stuff crashed and all of that, you know what I'm saying? First they had some crashes before, then they had to bring on the Fed. They created the Federal Reserve. They had to create that. And then that was supposed to help monetize or control the crashes because they were sporadic, well, a lot of them. So they need to get that under control. Then the Great Depression happens, which is conspiracy around that, saying that, man, the Fed caused the Great Depression, whatever. A lot of social programs came from it in the 1930s. Everything else, you want to talk about your Social Security, all that stuff, that was born of it. Again, conspiracists to say, that's New World Order stuff. The government, big government, this, and it's like, okay, well, Social Security is actually good for people who get older and still need income. And you know what I'm saying? If it's done right, if people leave it the hell alone, you know what I'm saying? If it's done right. We ain't getting it, but
that's what I'm about to get ready to say.
Ponzi's running out.
Because you already know once that dollar start to it's already sinking. So when the lower it sinks, it's gonna be like we got to tap in somewhere. They gonna be pulling from that.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, man. That's my biggest fear, my biggest worry, and I was just, I was telling people, I was like, y'all better be ready for World War III, because the one thing America don't play about is their money. And y'all over here trying to.
But the thing is, they don't have none. They borrow. This is debt. This is debt that they owe everybody else. This is what it. Let's look at this shit for real with some real nigga glasses, dog. If you look at what's going on, all these, especially as far as China is concerned, they like, hey man, we just want our money back. Since it's the world's currency, right? Oh, yeah. So everybody done investing in having the dollar.
Yeah,
they've been trying to. Hey, you can have your dollars back, and we just, you know what I mean. They've been trying to, like, okay, let's you know what I mean. Y'all can have y'all shit
settle
back.
Our debt.
Yeah, but they was like,
we ain't got
they kept on kicking the can further down the road and getting more debt.
Yeah.
Now it's like, you know what?
They keep saying the debt ceiling, but it keep right. Don't the ceiling stop?
They keep lifting that motherfucker.
What that guy in the video was saying that got deleted is self-imposed. Yeah. So they can raise it as high as they want, but they can't. What America can't do is keep on getting further in debt with everybody else.
Yeah, this
is why they so far. America so far in debt now that these people like, yeah, we ain't getting our shit back. And I was like, niggas, let's band together.
Cause they bullies. We ain't getting our money.
We ain't getting our shit.
What bike? What bike?
We gonna start.
It's in the bike.
We ain't giving no more money. We ain't giving no more money. And I said this in the group text. If I'm China and I'm the rest of the world, and I'm like been asking for my money for years, and you done send billions to Ukraine, and you if you Russia, you giving my shit to the op,
right?
You owe me, and you ain't giving my money. You giving the money to the op. Hold on, and China, they homies, so it's like.
I don't think we really that much in debt with Russia as we are with China.
But but because they like this.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
It's like they looking at it. They looking at the United States like,
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
So
though.
China go to Saudi Arabia.
Oh yeah, that's the big problem right there.
Right, because that oil is really that thing.
Yeah, that's what's really tied to the dollar is the oil. And if Saudi Arabia leaves the dollar, that's when we gonna be. That's when we gonna be in trouble for real.
China playing chess.
Exactly.
No, you know America gonna do what they always do.
They gonna start. They gonna start a war.
They gonna be over there with that for that oil.
Yeah.
And that's when. That's what I'm saying.
We really don't need no war.
It's not gonna
dark times.
It's not gonna be good because
we really don't need no war.
Because
war costs a lot of money.
It does. With money,
what we gonna do?
What
are we gonna do? Getting further in debt?
Right. Brazil. I'm not worried about Brazil. South Africa. Not worried about South Africa. Russia, China, and India.
Yeah, and Iran.
Russia and China, I could deal with. When you
India
said
too.
India too, I'm just like, nigga.
And
all three of them got nukes, bro.
Throw Iran in there too.
See, here's the thing. They don't want to throw Iran in there for one main reason.
But
Saudi Arabia don't like Iran.
But that's what they did. That's what they just did this week.
They got them to sit down together. That's the scary part.
I get that. My thing is, how long is that going to last?
Yeah, we'll see.
Because you got to understand. You got to understand.
But you got to remember. You got to remember when it comes to war, if it benefits both of us, they might put that aside and say,
"Yeah." Then you got to think about it too. America been doing this big electric push.
I know.
So they like Saudi Arabia probably like, y'all ain't even gonna need us. You know, if that's where you're trying to go with it.
Geopolitically.
Yeah.
Geopolitically speaking. There's one thing we know about America. They good as fuck at dividing people. Mm-hmm. They know how to make shit look like it wasn't. So that's why I said I see what it is above the surface. Mm-hmm. But I know how the CIA operates to some degree. I'm not in the CIA. Yeah. I just know from their track record.
Hold on. If you was, you would say exactly that.
Hold on. Where are your credentials?
That's exactly what you would say.
Not at all. But what I'm saying is, like, seriously. So we all spy on each other. We all do little spy games and all that shit. Yeah. Every country does it. Yeah. Okay, we all do it to each other. The thing is, like, America's pretty good at with the smoke screen, and so you guys are
best PR on the planet.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you guys are over there cutting deals, talking with Iran and getting Iran and Saudi Arabia to commit and agree and all of that. Granted, take America out of it. Take Russia out of it. Take China out of it. Iran and Saudi Arabia. What do you think that stemmed from? Is it religious?
Mm-hmm.
Expound. Expound.
Their issue with each other stems back to religion.
I'm trying to say. What come on now.
Is it religious?
Is money deeper than religion?
Not over there. No, not over there.
This is what I'm trying to get at. Because you know how deeply devout. Yeah. I'm saying you know how devout they are. So I'm saying it may look good because what is all of them don't like America. We all know that. Mm-hmm. All of them will.
Is it Brazil? I don't know Brazil.
Not Brazil.
India.
That's what I said. Take.
They probably just trying to come up.
They just trying to come up because they already surpassed us in the 70s where not having to rely on oil when we had the oil crisis in the 70s. Mm-hmm. They moved and started doing their shit off sugarcane. Mm. We didn't. We all got hit with the same crisis. Brazil said, "Oh, yeah, we ain't gonna get hit like this again." They said, "No, we gonna figure out how to do this with the sugarcane," and they did. Mm. They figured out how to convert it into fuel. Mm. We didn't. We start to do corn ethanol and all that stuff now, which is fucking useless. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but
they still even got that at the pump?
No, they still got it.
Yeah, that E85 shit.
Yeah,
it'd be cheap though. It'd be cheaper, don't it?
Yeah, supposedly. Why? Yeah. Because it's subsidized from the government. Corn is subsidized from farmers and us. So anyway, I'm saying Take all of the big countries out of it. Take all the big superstars out of it. Yeah, you making it look good for the cameras, geopolitically. Oh, I'm siding with Russia, China, they're my homies because you hate America. But again, y'all problems have stemmed from religious things.
Yeah.
So again, does money trump your religion?
Nah.
So again, that's why I said it depends on how long it lasts. Because it looked good. We gonna all team up on America until
they fall
and
apart.
and this is what I go back to America. You think America's not gonna prey on that division? I know what divides you.
Yeah.
I know how to get at you.
Sugar.
Do a little bit of this. Let's fake a little bombing over here and blame them. Make it look like they did it. Come on. That's why I said. That's why I'm like, I'll be looking at shit a little different from other folk because I kind of. And that's no knock against anybody. It's just I'm a nerd for this shit. I get into this shit, bro.
I know.
Now go ahead.
That's what I say. I know America. We all know America. They not gonna just sit and take it.
That's what I'm saying.
So they already. We all know they gonna do some shit.
That's the thing. We not leaving out that when we were saying what we said. Of course, they gonna pedaggle some shit. But I also know when it come to war that people, and it might not be a long time. You know what I mean? But people will come together. They got common goals.
I agree.
They got common interests.
I agree. They might come together. Just like if we can put it in America once and for all, we'll put our differences aside. That's why I say it depends. That's why I'm like, is your hatred of America more deep than your religion differences? Right. So that's what I'm saying. Because in America, we'd have the same problem.
Right.
Racist people. Mm-hmm. If America's being attacked, and there's a black man over there, and he like, hey, I'm fighting for America. I don't like this.
They gonna band together.
Look, we got the same problem.
9/11.
9/11.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People got to get in. And now, look what happens in 9/11. Now all this racial tension.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, look,
I'm gonna say this part though.
Yeah.
Rome fell.
Yep.
Egypt fell.
Yep. That's the same thing.
It's gonna. This shit's gonna fall. It's just buying time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's just
and I think
nobody stays on top forever.
No, that's we just been doing it for a longer time because we've been buying time.
Yeah.
But it might not. People are, and that's what a lot of everybody afraid of.
Well, actually, compared to those empires you named, America's reign has not been that long. Rome shit was over 500 years.
500? Wow.
Mm-hmm. Egypt.
But what I would say though is we probably got hit by similar things and didn't falter compared to them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we grew faster than a lot of them. So.
Oh yeah, of course.
I will say this: it might not be taken down by what they doing right now, but it's possible to.
Oh yeah,
no, it's possible to rot from the inside out.
Well, that's what they're banking on.
But because they
but they might not have any
militarily. Right, America's strong, so they like, how else can
you can attack their money?
Them.
You weaken their economy.
But when I'm saying right from the inside out is I'm talking about things that got nothing to do with their influence.
Yeah,
outer influence. It has something to do with not handling business correctly here.
Yeah,
and not doing right by the people.
Yeah,
and that will be a cause to it weakening.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
And then they're gonna take advantage.
Well, to harp on your point, about all empires fall. That's why to tie this all back together. Rome, I did a video. Bread and circus. Trump's indictment. Bread and circus.
Smoke show.
The empire is collapsing. Everybody's trying to move away from the dollar. The empire is collapsing.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? There's an election coming up. We already got all these forms. We got more forms of entertainment than have ever existed in the history of this planet. Bread and circus is everywhere.
Yep.
We are contributing to it right now with this show. The only difference, but I'm saying the only difference is we're actually talking about it, telling you.
And this is why they have gotten stronger with regards to censorship.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
They let all the crazy bullshit. They let that fly.
Well, you know, if it's not, it's gonna fly only if it's coming from certain corporations.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like that video he shared with us got deleted. I went to try because I was about to pull the audio from it today, and I went to go get it, and it was gone. And I'm like, see, I'm glad I watched it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now that's why so many people are downloading so many things off of TikTok because they know what's coming.
They about to,
you know what I'm saying? They about to pull a plug on all this shit.
That's why I said when we talked about TikTok the other day, I'm like, all this China supposed to be spying.
Yep.
No,
they just using that.
This is that dollar. This is what's going on right now.
It's all tying together. It's all tying together.
So you just got to pay attention.
Yeah, that's why I said that. That's why I'm like, so we gonna definitely come back to this because this is an ongoing thing.
Oh, no, we documenting this. No.
Yeah, so we definitely gonna keep talking about this BRICS shit. I might just have a whole segment for BRICS.
FBI, we ain't talking about that.
Right. And
we ain't bringing nothing in.
I'm gonna have to start buying my plots of land in Africa.
Shut up.
Shut up, nigga.
All right, we gonna move on to the next segment for our show. For our camera cut off. Well, it is a show. So we ain't hit or miss territory. You ain't even do it, did you?
Hit or miss.
The theme song.
Yeah, you ain't do it, did you?
The theme song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I just gotta find it.
Hit or miss. There we go. Hit or miss. Yeah. Hit or miss. Hit or miss. Hit or miss.
You know I do like my ears, motherfucker. Shit. Damn, I seen face. I couldn't even get my thoughts. I seen fly face. I seen face.
Got you all distorted.
Yeah, nigga. What the
discombobulated.
Shit, that shit loud as hell. That nigga Fly was like,
because I was taken back because he was taking so long to find it. Then before I least expected, he hit or miss.
Shit. All right, look. Now look, the hit or miss thing today is this one. This first one is pretty easy, I know, but it's the second one. So okay, first hit or miss of the day. This is a comment from a woman. Okay, my husband, a grown man, has taken Friday off work so he can play his new video game for 24 hours straight.
Oh, I saw that.
She has a problem with that.
Yeah.
Is that a hit or a miss for you?
What's the question?
Right.
Basically saying,
that's
is it okay for her to have a problem? My husband, a grown man, that was the key giveaway right there.
Yeah.
Has taken Friday off work so he can play his new video game for 24 hours.
And she's saying that's bad?
Mm-hmm.
Are the bills getting paid? Are you still gonna eat?
Mm-hmm.
Are y'all, getting kicked out the house?
Mm-hmm.
If he were to stay home and play a video game for a day,
listen.
I mean, did he quit his job and just play the video game? I mean, that's making a mountain out of yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a miss for me. You should have more important things to worry about.
Okay. What say you, Brother Fly?
That's a miss.
Okay.
I seen this question. I seen that that statement. I saw somebody comment on it.
Yeah.
And it was like, he ain't going out cheating and he at home.
Yep, I saw that too. Yep.
You know what I mean? And I agree with that. And I also, agree with what Hurst is just saying. It's like, it's not is it taking it away from anything? Mm-hmm. It'd be no different if he just wanted to take a day off.
Yep.
Yeah. What does it matter what he's doing?
Right. Anybody can take a day off, and He just decided to play video games. Are you mad because he ain't showing you no attention?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is it? Like,
yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah, of course that's a miss for me. Fuck's wrong with you women? Leave us the fuck alone. Let us play our damn games. We easily be out hitting other chicks. Huh? We got be out there starting a whole nother family on your ass. Chill the fuck out. Let us play the damn game. It's that fucking simple. I'm gonna talk to you reckless because that's very personal to me. I love my video games. So shut the fuck up, leave us alone, and find something to do that don't involve you opening your mouth for another man.
Can I just have a day?
Right. Fuck off my back.
Yeah,
damn.
Man, he's spending.
If I already work and spend my money on your motherfucking ass, shut the fuck up and let me play the game. Fuck. Either that or suck my nothing.
Get your shit off.
FSEB. There you go.
Explain to him what FSEB means.
No, they don't need to know that.
That's an inside thing.
That's an inside thing. They don't need to know that just yet.
I got to test.
FSEB. Period.
I had to test.
That's what you can. That's what you could do instead of talking shit to me. Playing this game. FSEB right now.
I can't disagree.
Okay, then. Let's go. That's it.
I'm a full supporter of FSEB.
Hey, look, they're gonna be wondering like, what the fuck does that mean? Nah, it's just with us, man. We know what that means. And he the one came up with the shit. I just made an acronym out of it. Shit.
Yeah, it don't make no sense, dog. Like, come on, man. He playing the. Women that complain so much about dudes like playing the game. I don't understand. It's like, man, they could be doing all kind of other shit. You could be out in the street, like, you're not even messing with another woman. Like, could be out in the street doing wrong. Like,
yeah, could be going to the casino gambling y'all rent away.
Man, you know how many dudes be doing that?
Gamble away the mortgage.
In fact, it could be spending all your money on OnlyFans.
Right?
Oh, he doing that. He may not be all your money, but he's spending.
He might be spending all the money.
Oh shit.
He probably following one of these celebrities. He got an Instagram and they got the high ass subscription or whatever. And he paying it.
Nigga paying money just to look at feet.
It's a lot of people to do.
Only feet.
Only feet.
Only feet.
Only feet.
OF baby, only feet. All right, we're gonna move on to the and then this is only this one is a loaded one, okay? So I'm trying to still figure out how I'm gonna do this. This one is red flags in women. Okay?
Okay.
Red flags in women. Y'all ain't gonna like this shit. Women. Well, you might. Terry might decide to hop in Terry's corner and Fly might be Fly Guy for the day. So
that's all day.
Look, okay. Red flags in women. First one. She calls you girl in conversations.
So
is that a red flag for you? So that if it's a hit, then that qualifies as yes. That's a red flag. If it's a miss, that qualifies as no.
Yeah, fucking girl.
Okay, we ain't gotta do because there's a lot of them. So
that's a red flag.
Like, I don't know.
If she call you a girl in conversations.
Yeah, don't call me.
If she call me a girl in conversation.
Yeah. Is that a red flag to you? Hit or miss?
That's a weird one.
Yeah, it's like you talking to me like I'm your girlfriend. You're like your girlfriend.
I don't know. I don't see it as a red flag or nothing. I don't see it as nothing because it's like I never encountered that.
Me neither.
Yeah, me neither. But it would be weird.
That's
a red
what I'm saying.
flag is something to make you look like okay.
That's
You know what I'm
so
saying?
I wouldn't consider it a red flag though.
So that's a miss for him?
I guess so. It'd be a miss.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it a red flag. I just say it's just weird.
Right. Okay.
But don't call me that.
You ain't never took this long.
Cause Fly kind of made a good point. I guess it's a miss for me. It wouldn't be a red flag. It would just be like, what the fuck? I ain't your bitch. You know?
I mean, ain't that what a red flag is? Something to make you say, what the fuck?
No,
like
no, I don't consider that as a red flag.
No, red flag is hold up, bitch. We ain't. Well, no, you right. You right? Hey man, for the first time, I'm gonna have to change my shit. That's a hit, bro.
Like red flag is like something ain't right here, right?
Yeah, okay,
If you
okay,
calling me
okay,
girl, I'm like,
okay,
well,
okay, that's
something
it.
ain't
That's
right.
it.
Does she does this all the time, or this is a
Hey man, hit the button. That's a hit. That's it, bro. That's it. Sorry, I changed mine. That's the first time that ever happened.
Nah, that don't make sense to me. It don't make sense to me.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say no.
Okay. She hates Kevin Samuels.
Is that a red flag?
I'll go first. That's a miss. That's not a red flag. I understand why women don't like Kevin Samuels, so that's not a red flag.
Me neither.
I guess I guess I can go with that.
All right.
3 pants.
She supports sexual liberation.
That's kind of touchy, right there.
Sexual liberation.
That's kind of touchy.
I know. She supports sexual liberation. Is that a red flag? Hit or miss?
What's defined as sexual liberation?
See, this is hard.
This is tough. Look, that's why I chose it.
This is hard because it cannot be a red flag because you could profit. As the man, you could profit off the liberation part.
Yeah.
It's a miss for me.
It is also, just because she supports it don't mean she's, with it. You know, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I say that's not a red flag.
Yeah, I'll go with it.
Okay. She finds a way to shift blame no matter how right you are.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's a definitely red flag.
That's a hit.
That's manipulation.
Hey, anyway, he's like, I'm going to hit that bitch for you.
That's manipulation.
Yeah.
That's definitely a red flag manipulation.
Okay. The mention of submission and femininity triggers something in her.
The what? Say that first part again.
The mention of submission and femininity triggers something in her.
Trigger something bad, negative?
It just says trigger something in her.
We gotta be specific.
I know.
Specific answers.
So just based off of this, the mention of submission and femininity. So I'm looking at it from the aspect of when you mention the word submission, watch her face, watch her attitude, watch her body language, see how she responds to the word submission, because a lot of women don't like that. Mm-hmm. Is that a red flag, knowing what I know, that women don't like that term?
This is why this is funny, in my opinion, because I find that women might do those things to a degree.
Yeah,
but they just don't like the word.
Yeah. So it's a miss for me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
She never says what she did wrong in her past relationships. Is that a red flag?
I would say
that's tough too, because it could be, but then it might not necessarily be.
Yeah, it might not even really care to talk about in past relationships. Yeah.
You gotta be more specific.
I'm gonna say no.
She says, hold on. She never says what she did wrong in her past relationships. Is that a red? You say no. You say no?
I don't really care about no past relationship. I'm gonna see what you did for myself. You know what
Exactly.
Because you ain't gonna tell me, if you did some real shady shit, you ain't gonna give me the full version anyway.
It's a hit for me. It's a hit for me because I know how honest I am. Mm-hmm. And if I failed at something and I'm trying to seek companionship with a new person, and I see this as being something serious and legitimate, I'm going to be open and honest with you. Because if in my mind, if I really want this thing to work, I don't want to hide nothing from you. I want to be as open, as transparent as possible. Hey, this is what I did wrong in the last relationship. This is what I heard from her. I've been taking steps to work on this, and that, and the third. These are some of the complaints. This is what I've been working on. This would have to be, I'm looking at it from the fact that I've already done the self-work and the healing. So that's why if you can't share that with me, then that tells me you haven't done your healing.
Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Because I know it'd be, if it was a hit for me, it'd be if I say, what would your partner say that you did wrong? Mm-hmm. And they say, well, I did this, but I don't think it's wrong.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely wrong. Then, yeah.
Yeah. So you gonna skirt around this one? He missed it. I hit it.
For the sake of conversation. Okay, I do hit for the sake of conversation.
Yeah, we ain't doing nothing really specific because it's a bunch of them. That's why.
Yeah.
So okay.
It's just if the question was specific, I can give a quick answer.
Yeah. She says, "I'm outside."
Yeah. Keep your ass out there.
He didn't even have to think about that. Well, he like, nope, keep your ass outside.
Sound like hood rat activity to me.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit for me too, man. Yeah, stay your ass out there.
Don't let the air out my house.
Oh man.
Don't let the flies in.
Yeah, the flies in.
Okay.
I'm outside. She said like that, yeah.
I'm outside.
That's how they wrote it out over here.
You know what's out. You know what's outside. The motherfucking streets. You for the streets.
And you for the streets.
Future voice.
Okay. She puts her friends and family in y'all's business. That's a hit for me.
Yes.
I didn't even think about that one.
Especially friends. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Why you telling all our business there, bro?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not the type of person like to put all the business out there. So same for me.
Oh. She goes out every weekend.
Yeah. Stay your ass in the house sometime.
You hit that bitch for me. I appreciate that because you already know you. You already know me.
That's outside.
Right, literally. You look like a hypocrite. Wait a minute. If she says she outside,
Right.
but then she go out every weekend, like
She really is outside.
Okay, next one. She says, "Real hot girl shit."
That's another one.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay, I don't know about this one. She has a Zeus subscription.
I don't even
What
know
is
that
Zeus?
I have no idea what that is.
I don't know.
Zeus.
We might need to look that up right quick.
Okay, we'll come back to this one because we don't know what that is.
Google Zeus.
I've heard that before, but I don't know what it is.
She regularly comments on reality TV. That's a miss for me.
Yeah, that's a miss too.
Just
A lot of women like reality TV.
Yeah. I agree. But I rather her not.
Yeah, I'd rather her not,
right.
but yeah, that's not really a red flag.
Yeah.
Well, we know what this one is. She considers herself a bad bitch.
That's leaning towards that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a hit.
That's almost the same thing as if she do it on the internet for sure.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm bad.
Yeah.
It's like nah.
I'm looking at Zeus subscription. It just looks like
Some type
TV
of TV.
TV network. They got a bunch of like trash TV reality shows.
Oh, well, that's a miss then.
Yeah.
That's a miss.
Yeah.
It's not a red flag. She glorifies Instagram models and rapper baby mamas.
Yeah.
That's a hit. What the fuck?
Instagram models and rapper baby models.
Definitely a red flag. She doesn't see anything wrong with single motherhood.
Anything wrong?
That's a tough one.
I'd
It
say
is
that's
tough,
a miss because there ain't nothing wrong with single motherhood. I mean,
We don't. I
Ain't nothing wrong with being a single mama.
mean,
that's a tough one.
That's long, because I mean, it's nothing wrong.
You don't want to
with,
put down like single mothers because they don't got a person, a man in the house.
Look, y'all niggas being diplomatic. I'm not going to be diplomatic about
Go
this
ahead.
shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's a hit. It's a red flag to me. Oh, I don't give a damn. Fuck backlash. Yeah, that's red flag. Wait a minute. So I'm saying because a child needs two people.
That's true, but the reason why we start a little bit and got nothing to do with what we think somebody else got to say is more so how we think about it.
Right.
And I wouldn't say they need two people because there's a lot of people who only had single mothers that came out.
But they
need two people.
But I would say this: it wasn't for a lot of them. It wasn't by choice.
Yeah, It would benefit the child better if they had both parents.
And that's why this is so fun because everything is so subjective.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say what you say. Hit
is a hit.
Yeah, I say hit.
I'm gonna say hit. Only for the dynamic of like if the single mother don't want the father to be around the kid and the kid needs he has a father, but because of whatever went on with them, that's her reason. That's why I would say that.
I do, I do see. I seen like starting to see like women that's like they ain't even really, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a baby and go on about your business.
I see that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like they'll want.
I see that a lot.
Just give me a baby and you know what I'm saying?
I thought I was the only one seeing that shit.
I'm starting to see that a lot. So from that perspective, I'll say that's a hit. Because that's definitely not good.
So you women gonna be like, y'all just trash and dog women all day on y'all show. Not really. We actually love the shit out of y'all. Yeah. We really do. And this is really just to like, hey, maybe y'all need to tighten up on some shit. You know what I'm saying? Because Lord knows we do, but we talk shit amongst each other where we need to tighten up.
Absolutely.
Maybe we need to have an episode of what niggas need to do right.
That'd be good.
Let's balance it out.
Balance it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't want
y'all have fun writing that episode. I ain't writing that one.
No, you having a part in this one. You having a part. If you have a part in the other one, you have a part in this one.
We gonna call it Uncultured Corner.
Uncultured Corner.
Hey, that's the title of the episode right there. Uncultured Corner. Fuck it. So what's the next one? She goes through your phone or asks to go through it. She goes through your phone or asks to go through your phone. Is that a red flag? Hit or miss?
I would say no.
Yeah, I say this a miss. For me, it's not really a red flag.
I say miss.
She wants to be sure of who she dealing with and just be like, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I would do the same, but I understand.
I wouldn't care because I ain't got nothing in it.
Exactly. I don't got shit to
the
hide.
red flag would be if, you know what I'm saying, she defensive of hers or something.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, but if you're going to look at mine, I can look at yours.
Exactly.
The next one. She talks too much around your friends. Ooh.
Talks too much.
Mm-hmm.
What we mean?
Yeah, that's it.
It just says she talks too much around your friends.
What is she saying?
Yeah, it's a little too general.
Listen, that's the whole point of it all.
But how am I give you an answer? Because I don't know what it was. Talk too much like what? She telling our business? Then we already answered that then.
I feel say, considering how all of these have gone, I'm assuming they mean you talking too much.
Mm-hmm.
Telling your business among friends and family. Well, we already answered that. We answered that already. Definitely. Basically.
Okay. She wears lashes on a regular basis.
Nah.
That's a hit for me. Take that fake shit off.
It's a red flag. She wear lashes.
Yeah, that's a red flag. Take that shit off. I want my woman as natural as possible.
I mean, I wouldn't prefer to see that all the time, but I don't think it's a red flag.
It's definitely a red flag. It's a whole mentality. Nothing.
No, I agree with hers. I don't think it's a red flag. I'd rather, but who am I to tell her how to? That's part of her makeup and stuff. Who am I to tell her? But I would recommend. I would. It all
goes back to how you met her. If when I met you, you wasn't doing this, and I met you and accepted you for you, and you turned me on from your natural beauty, and then you start doing all this other shit. If you're supposed to be with me, who are you doing this for? I don't like this shit.
But I'm also,
I know you want to do some things for you. I get it. There's a balance.
I'm also saying this because I don't have to date this person.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I just saying that it's not really
I got you.
because they cannot be a bad person.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So here's the last one. She has pictures of herself bent over, covering her private area. Ice Spice pose.
Oh, hell yeah.
He already knew it. He's like, nigga,
I already know.
I'm pressing the bitch for you.
Because that's the clear indication she want attention.
That's a smash and dash.
Smash and dash. There you go. And that was real fun. I like that. That was a whole bunch of hit and misses in one.
Right. Speed round.
Speed round. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up for our baby cut off on us. And this was another fun episode. I like this, man. We getting back to this thing. So we'll be back next week with a brand new show. And y'all be safe out there. Like I always say, be safe out there. Don't kill nobody. And let us know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Tell us how much you hate me. So I know they do. They ain't like nothing to say on this episode. It's gonna be some people that know us be like, I ain't know you had your opinions like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't do that in real, nothing. I'm gonna just leave that alone. I can't keep it 100 all the time because if I did, I wouldn't have any friends. Anyway, y'all be smooth. See y'all later. Peace out.
Peace.